Science World, Science World. Every day we will learn a new thing. Instead of writing on stones, papers were invented. The bicycle made carrying easy without strenuous efforts and fatigue. Car, bus, fan, swing, computer games. Rocket takes us to the stars. Submarines sailing underwater. Every day we will watch Science World, Science World. Every day we will learn a new thing. Science is like an ocean, so let's all go for a swim. Whoever makes an attempt will be able to achieve the goal. The lamp of knowledge lights our days and nights. The more you learn, the more you gain.
On air! Live on air!
So you will reap just as plants need water. The brain needs knowledge. Science World.
What's that disturbing sound? Where's it coming from?
Yes, boss.
Where's that sound coming from?
That sound comes from my mouth.
Please stop it then. How many times have I told you not to fribble when you're supposed to be working?
Who told you I was working?
I heard you issue weird sounds from your mouth while you're working and asked you where did that sound come from. You answered that sound is yours.
Again, who told you I would make sounds when I'm working?
Oh, son, do you want to turn me crazy? Isn't it you making sounds with your mouth?
Yeah, I'm making that sound with my mouth.
Okay, I told you 1,000,000 times not to make sounds when you are working.
But I don't make sounds when I'm working.
Oh my God, so what is it that you are doing right now?
I'm making sounds, but I'm not working.
Enough. Anyway, I don't know why you are here anyway and what you're doing.
If you know, please tell me.
Okay, shut up. Be quiet. Just tell me what time it is on your hand.
I don't have a watch on my hand. I have a screwdriver.
Okay, what time is it according to the screwdriver in your hand?
According to the watch or the screwdriver?
I'm sorry. It's my mistake to tell you anything. Keep making that sound you were making before, 'cause it's better.
Assalamu alaikum. I was late today. I apologize. There was a traffic jam and all traffic signs were red. No one was even green.
No light green? I could have found your dark gray.
Oh, how strange. You're a jokester now, telling jokes, huh? Oh, yeah, you're really funny now. Tess, tell me, what time is it?
What? Time? Why do you ask about time now? I'm only a quarter of an hour late, so there is no need.
I just want to know exactly what time it is now.
It's a quarter past the time I should have arrived.
So what time should you have arrived?
Me? It was about 15 minutes earlier. Excuse me, I'm late.
Yes, this is it. Now 5 minutes have passed, and we'll see. Let's wait and see when the bell will ring exactly.
Oh, what is that, Doctor? What is that thing you're hanging on the wall? Have you papered the wall?
What wallpaper, Sonny? That's my new invention.
Oh, that's a wall clock. Oh, that's like a clock for a whole building. Oh,
Of course
yeah.
it is a clock, but I will still develop it until it turns into a small clock.
Yeah, it will keep changing till it gets like this one.
What is this? Yes, great. This is what I was thinking about. Each person wear a watch on his hand, and each person can ask one another about the time, and the other will immediately look at his watch on his hand.
And answers the question immediately, telling him the time is so-and-so. An amazing invention, Doctor. But still, this clock is so big, Doctor.
Can't you understand, boy? This will be an extraordinary clock that can run for a minimum of 500 minutes.
500 500 minutes? That's too much.
Sure, Sonny. It's proportionate to its size.
Oh, but how can this clock move, Doctor?
I run it myself every minute, moving the hand with the time like this, like this, like this.
And you neglect your inventions and care only for moving the hand, Doctor?
You don't seem to understand. I will only do that for a while, only for 3 or 4 years, until the hands are used to the movements and do it automatically.
Huh?
Later, I will redevelop it and make it the hour 150 minutes.
I think my patience is wearing out, Doctor. Let me tell you something. Since you invented such a clock that's made 500 minutes per hour, I beg for leave for lunch, and I'll come back after 3 hours. Bye.
Are you sure that our advertisement will be broadcast now?
I'm quite sure, Goldie. I have made a reservation for it, and I now have the table with me.
There seems to be something wrong. All advertisements have been broadcast except ours.
The man assured me that it will. There!
Buy a gold watch. Buy a silver watch. There are only gold watches. There are only silver watches. You set it once, and it will run all the time. Tick-tock, tick-tock. And every time you look at it, you'll see how good it fits. Buy a golden watch. Buy a silver watch. Buy yourself a watch. Get it today. What are you delaying for? Nice, very nice, but there's a small problem.
Well, what's the problem?
I don't understand anything from this
Oh,
advertisement.
frankly, neither do I. But what only matters is that they pronounced our names.
Yeah, but they said your name before mine.
No. They said my name first.
No, it was your name.
No. I heard my name first.
That's not true. They said Goldie and then said Silver.
Okay, Goldie, it's not important.
So you think this idea is going to bring us in a ton of money?
Sure it will. It's a magnificent project. Do you know what it means to buy a watch with no hands or numbers? This is a miracle. This is really a miracle.
That's right. This means no one will be late for work again.
Let's just say no one will go to work at all.
Ah, yes. And the person asleep will keep sleeping, while the one who's awake will not sleep. Rather, no one will ever set an appointment.
That way our invention will sell well. You know, Goldie, that will be in cash and on credit.
Credit? No credit sales. I'm afraid people won't pay on time.
No one will be late for appointments. Don't worry about that, since there will be no appointments at all.
Now Assam is here.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. He's never late even a second.
Punctuality is very important. It keeps us effective and systematic and running well.
Since the early days of history, man has always been inclined to set appointments depending on the sun.
Then man used hourglasses and water clocks.
The early Muslims were also careful observing punctuality and determining time for prayer.
First came the pendulum clock. Then the ordinary clock appeared. And then we have the digital clock. That's the best.
Imagine a life without a clock and without the ability to determine the time. Nothing could ever have been achieved. No industry, agriculture, or education.
Right. Our life would be chaotic. Tell me, what's your vacation plan?
I want to volunteer in a charitable project.
That's a great idea. Do you know what I'm thinking of?
What is it?
I think I'll go help Mr. Chatterbox with his new program. I've got some great ideas.
This is a wonderful idea. But would Chatterbox agree?
I'll give it a try.
The clock. The clock is a device for determining time, knowing that this is not its only job. Rather, it is used in adorning houses and buildings, and it is even used as an adornment for persons. Perhaps earlier clocks that had no hands or discs were developed by the close of the 13th century. Then, time was declared through bell ringing. It is also likely that Neanderthal man determined the time during the day through visible shadows of the sun, resulting from its motion across the sky and through the change in the length of such shadows. Thus, when the shadow is short in length, the one witnessing it knows that noon has approached, and when it is long, the one witnessing it realizes that the day is either beginning or declining. Moreover, solar gradiated discs or sundials were developed about 4,000 years ago. They were the earliest known devices that were invented to tell the time. As for the sundials, they were instruments for measuring time using a shadow cast on the graded disc. While the time is measured according to the length or shortness of the shadow, or the old angle of determining time. Other devices of determining time included hourglasses and water clocks, where sand or water pours in these devices from one container to another in a steady rate. Then, the Muslims skilled in making clocks that work with water, sand, mercury, and various heavyweight instruments. They also invented mobile sundials, journey clocks, and alarm solar clocks. Here it is worth noting that in 192 Hijra, Harun al-Rashid gifted King Charlemagne with a brass clock that surprised the latter. In addition, Ibn Yunus al-Misri invented the pendulum in 399 Hijra. Then, most of the primitive clocks that would work on an irregular and inaccurate basis until the pendulum and the balance spring were largely improved during the mid-17th century. Hence, they helped in accurately measuring time. Then, the seconds and minutes hands were used. By the middle of the 18th century, inventors devised most of the mechanisms of the current mechanical clock, following which the electric clocks were used in the middle of the 19th century. They then spread in several houses by the 20th century. As for the types of clocks, modern clocks cover a wide range of categories that vary between small-scale clocks, cheap models, ancestors' antiquarian large-scale clocks, wooden boxes, and the like. Besides, clocks are also divided into digital and analog clocks. Moreover, each clock consists of two basic parts, namely the box and the internal devices or the mobile parts inside the box. It is worth noting that the internal box carries out three functions. Besides showing the time, it affords the power to run to the clock and maintains the accuracy of time measurement. Such process of maintaining accuracy of time measurement in most clocks is based on frequency of some events that occur regularly and steadily, including the pendulum back and forth swinging. Hence, steady frequency clocks highly maintains an accurate measurement of time, more than the clocks of lower frequency accuracy. And with the variation in the types of clocks between very expensive and cheap ones, and with the change of manufactured components and materials of it, the basic function of clocks remains to be the determination of time steadily and accurately in a way that makes life go on.
Excuse me, can we meet Chatterbox?
Sure.
Chatterbox, we want Chatterbox.
Here I am, sir.
Mr. Chatterbox, we want Mr. Chatterbox.
Who?
You heard Chatterbox.
What's the matter with Chatterbox?
Can we meet him?
Sure, you can meet him.
Alhamdulillah. Where is he?
Who?
We're so sorry to be bothering you. Assalamu alaikum.
Come here, boys. You and you. Do you think it's easy to sneak in and sneak out? Do you think this is an open studio? What do you want?
We already told you we want to meet Chatterbox, the announcer.
Okay, you should have told me that. He's working live. You can see him.
Dear friends, this was a nice episode about clocks through which we have learned the importance of the clock in our life and the importance of punctuality. I like to say to my friends that the efficient person is the one who observes punctuality, while the negligent person is the one who does not maintain punctuality. By the way, I would like to apologize to all my friends for being a little late today because of the traffic jam. All the lights were red.
What traffic jam, Mr. Chatterbox? Welcome to you all. I'm Thule, and I'm sure you know me. While Mr. Chatterbox claims that there was a traffic jam, he comes in the metro. Forget it. 2 people want you outside. I'll tell them to come back next show. Assalamu alaikum. And close the show.
Science World, Science World. Every day we will learn a new thing. Science is like an ocean, so let's all go for a swim. Whoever makes an attempt will be able to achieve the goal. The lamp of knowledge lights our days and nights. The more you learn, the more you gain. As you sow, you will reap. Just as plants need water, the brain needs knowledge. Science World.